No one can construct for you the bridge, upon which, precisely, you must cross the stream of life. No one but you yourself alone. That which does not kill us, makes us stronger. The true man wants two things, danger and play. For that reason he wants woman, as the most dangerous plaything. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship, that makes unhappy marriages. Whoever fights monsters, should see to it that in the process, he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. Sometimes, people don't want to hear the truth, because they don't want their illusions destroyed. Without music, life would be a mistake. He who has a why to live for, can bear almost any how. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. There are no facts, only interpretations. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often, and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. Man is the cruelest animal. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier and simpler. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. There are two different types of people in the world, those who want to know, and those who want to believe. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. Silence is worse. All truths that are kept silent become poisonous. That which is done out of love is always beyond good and evil. Meaning and morality of one's life come from within oneself. Healthy, strong individuals seek self-expansion by experimenting and by living dangerously. Life consists of an infinite number of possibilities, and the healthy person explores as many of them as possible. Religions that teach pity, self-contempt, humility, self-restraint, and guilt are incorrect. The good life is ever-changing, challenging, devoid of regret, intense, creative and risky. Blessed are the forgetful, for they get the better, even of their blunders. Invisible threads are the strongest ties. What does your conscience say? You should become the person you are. Ultimately, it is the desire, not the desired, that we love. Today, as always, men fall into two groups, slaves and free men. Whoever does not have 2/3 of his day for himself is a slave, whatever he may be, a statesman, a businessman, an official, or a scholar. Perhaps I know best why it is man alone who laughs. He alone suffers so deeply that he had to invent laughter. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. When marrying, ask yourself this question: do you believe that you will be able to converse well with this person into your old age? Everything else in marriage is transitory. A thought, even a possibility, can shatter and transform us. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. To predict the behavior of ordinary people in advance, you only have to assume that they will always try to escape a disagreeable situation with the smallest possible expenditure of intelligence. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. He who learned to fly one day, must first learn to walk and run, and climb, and dance. One cannot fly into flying. Is life not 1,000 times too short for us, to bore ourselves? One must be a sea, to receive a polluted stream, without becoming impure. If a woman wants sex, she will always get it. Talking much about oneself, can also be a means, to conceal oneself. There will always be rocks in the road, ahead of us. They will be stumbling blocks, or stepping stones. It all depends on how you use them. What is great in man is that, he is a bridge and not a goal. Is man, merely a mistake of God's? Or God, merely a mistake of man?